Now, the challenge is to draw the cross. How do we do that? We're gonna use a simple technique here, which is we're gonna do that with a tree view. And we use the tree view to, not tree view, but tree views. Okay, and then we're gonna use that as a way to shape the cross. Okay, so how do we do that? We need to go inside the black here, and we're first gonna have just the canvas, and so we can have a visual of what we're doing there. So that canvas, we're just gonna do this and then say style, and we're gonna give it a height. Let's go with 70, and then the width, let's go with 70 as well. And now we can give it a background, a border. So you know what? One thing I like to do with ChatGPT is, like, if I remove this and I will set 70, move to the next line, and then give it space here. Now ChatGPT is going to show up and say, hey, you want this? Good. It's gonna suggest, I don't want the border radius, I want the border width. Give it like a 2, and then a border color of white. So we should be able to see the circle showing there. And what I would like to do is to just put it in the center. So let's put an align item to the center, and we're going to justify content to the center. That's pretty good. And now inside that box, we're going to put our cross, right? So let's go here and open up a little bit that. And what we're going to do is, once again, let's start with the view. And that view is going to have some style. And here, you're going to see that the way I do it is basically say, that view is going to have a width and a height. And we're gonna give it a certain dimension to make sure that it fits inside that box. So the width, let's go with 70. I'm gonna go with a height of not 70, but let's say 30. Let's look at it a little bit here. What do we have? Yeah, so if you look at it, it says there is a certain dimension here, which is probably the same as this one, but it's much shorter than the entire width when you look at it right there. So if we go with 70 for the width and 30 for the height, we're not that bad. And then we're gonna go with the background color of white. So we see it right now, it's all the way at the top there. So what I'm going to do here is just to make it align in the middle. So we just gonna say justify to the center, and that's already that's pretty good. That's really good. I'm still gonna go with the align item here, because since it already has the same width, should be good. So that's pretty good. Now you see it's well compacted right there in the middle. But that's not really what we want, right? We want it to be rotated in a certain position. So how are we gonna do that? Here, there is a transform that you could use and give it a simple 45 degrees. But I realized that I'm giving 45 degrees to the wrong thing, right? It's not this one that needs to have that. It is basically here at the bottom. Now I'm rotating that bar, that stripe there. So if we look at it, it's already in the right position, the one on the left. So how do we then do the other one? So in a really easy way, we could simply go and copy, yank that, and then put it right there. And we see that we have two, but they're one on top of each other and they don't fit in the box. How do we fix it? So what I'm gonna do here is basically say, this one, I'm gonna put it on position absolute. So to remove it from the flow, and you probably don't see it right now because it has a different colors. It still has the same color. So if I put it green, you see it right now. So what it means now, it's like I can then turn it, I can rotate it so that it fits the right dimension. So that's one possibility. Another possibility is to just play with the width and the height. So they both have the same center of gravity. When you think about it, they're both center right there in the middle because of the justified content right there, because of this, right? Because if I remove this, you're going to see that they just move, right? So the center right there. What I would like to do, instead of saying the width and the height, I'm going to invert them. Like what I mean by that is 70, 30 width, 70, 30 height. I can then reverse that by saying, okay, in the other one, we're gonna go with 30 and then 70 here. And you see right away, it's a different, they're still at the same position there, but the starting position, but it just rotates right there. And which means that here I can just say flag dot color dot white, right? And that basically works. And which means that right now, what we could do, we can get rid of this. And now we have the first one, which means that the other two, we just have to do, I'm listening.